Hey guys, I'm Dave Paterson from Wethepeople. Today we're in Cologne, Germany at our headquarters, and I'm going to talk you through our 2021 complete bike collection. Every year when we design a whole new complete bike line is a chance for us really to show how good a BMX bike can be. From an entry-level bike for a younger rider all the way to a pro-level aftermarket build. A lot of time, effort, love and passion goes into these bikes, and we can't wait to show you what we've been doing over the past couple of years and where the 2021 line has taken us. Starting off the range is a brand new bike for 2021. This is the Riot. The Riot is a 14-inch bike. This is a new wheel size for us. 14-inch wheels are great because they fit the smallest possible rider, but still allow them to have a bike which gives them a lot of growth and a lot of maneuverability. What makes the Riot different to a lot of 14-inch bikes on the market is really the design. We really put a lot of focus on making this bike as perfect as possible for the smaller rider, making it lighter, but also make it really look like and ride like a full-size BMX bike. You'll see a lot of smaller tubing on the Riot with the forks in the frame. It's got a smaller bottom bracket, it's got lighter hollow spindle. It's got a lot of custom components as well. We've opened up our own 14-inch Salt Tracer tire. We've got the 110mm Wethepeople Arrow grips. As with all Wethepeople bikes, it's got a full assortment of Salt and Salt Plus components. The Riot is one of the most dialed 14-inch complete bikes on the market, perfect for the aspiring shredder looking a bike to start, learn and progress on. The Riot is available in red and in matte black. Moving through the range, we have the Seed. The Seed is a 16-inch complete bike. Again, much like the Riot, we really design our smaller, kids-focused BMX bikes to be as light and as strong and as functional as possible. The Seed features lighter, slimmer and tapered tubing, really to keep the weight down for the younger rider so the bike is as easily to maneuver as possible. It has a super short chainstay. It also features a lot of Salt components designed for smaller riders, like the Tracer 16-inch tires, the Junior pedals, and Wethepeople's 130mm long arrow grips. The Seed is fully gyro compatible and is available in surf blue and in black. The Nova is our entry-level price point 20-inch BMX bike. The Nova is available in 5 colorways and 2 top tube options in both 20-inch and 20.5. The Nova features an integrated headset, a mid-bottom bracket, and a super short 12.75 chainstay, just like the same bikes that our pro team ride. The geometry on the Nova is designed to make this bike quick, responsive, and easy to learn and progress on. The Nova features 165mm cranks, a front load stem, and overall smaller geometry to help the younger upcoming rider. The Nova comes out of the box with a full Salt component set, including the Tracer tire, and also features some McLaren components like the slash pedal and the cold forged pure seat clamp. The Nova really is the ultimate entry-level machine. It features everything you could need to start out in BMX. You've got 25/9 gearing, you've got pro-style geometry. It's also available in 5 colorways and 2 top tube options. For 2021, we really wanted to go through every single model and work out what we could do to improve the bike for the user. One thing we really looked at some of our entry and mid-level complete bikes was actually the shape of the handlebar. We realized that for a lot of younger riders, they didn't need a super wide, boxy looking handlebar. So we decided to change and adjust the shape slightly, really to enable the user not to have their hands too far apart. The Nova features a slightly updated handlebar design, which fits in perfectly with an aftermarket style bar, but enables the user not to have to ride 30-inch wide bars. You'll notice this on the Nova and many other bars through the Wethepeople 2021 line. It's available in both a 20-inch and a 20.5 top tube option. It also comes in matte black with split tires, laser green, ultraviolet, and matte raw. If you're looking for a bike to start your BMX dream, the Nova has it all. CRS is packed full of aftermarket products designed in-house here in Cologne in Germany. You've got the Salt Tracer tire, the Salt Pro stem, and even some aftermarket parts from McLaren, including the surge pedal and the BIOS pivotal seat. CRS is all about options. It's available in the full 20-inch version, but also in the same colorways in a scaled down 18-inch version for the younger aspiring rider. The colorways for this year were very important for the CRS. It's available in a matte black, but also Galactic Purple. Galactic Purple was one of our most popular aftermarket colors in recent years, and it really is a special and unique finish. We're hyped to have this color available finally on a complete bike, and what better bike to have it on than the CRS? The CRS is available with a cassette hub, but also available in a full free coaster upgrade version, which I'm going to show you now. This is the CRS FC, so taking the same frame and geometry and part spec as the super popular CRS bike, it's our new entry mid-level free coaster complete bike. So the great thing about the CRS FC is that it uses a fully sealed Salt Pro free coaster hub. This hub actually uses the same internals and technology as our Wethepeople Helix free coaster, so it's super easy to maintain, to look after, and it's also fully compatible with plastic hub guards by removing the small washers. The CRS FC also features now a fully sealed front hub, so essentially you've got a fully sealed free coasting machine ready to roll straight out of the box. The CRS FC is available in matte black and also this incredibly awesome looking glossy translucent berry blast, similar finish to what you might have recognized from Dan Crook's Battleship colorway a few years ago. This is a super rad looking translucent finish, and you can even see the welds on the head tube and the rest of the frame. This really is one of the raddest free coaster entry level machines on the market. We love this thing and we know you will too. This is the Arcade. The Arcade is perfect for the growing, progressing rider. It's available in 20.5 and 21-inch top tubes, making it the perfect option for a larger or older rider trying to get into BMX but looking for a bike at a medium tier price point. The Arcade features fully sealed bearings across the whole bike. It's also got a Salt Plus and a Eclat aftermarket parts package. Great thing about this bike, it comes with 4 plastic hub guards, so you just need to attach pegs and you've got a full street setup ready to go straight out of the box. It features a new driver side hub guard that we developed, which you will notice is actually slightly egg-shaped. This is great because it offers plenty of clearance with the chain, but it also fits the dropout and the frame perfectly even when slammed. This way you get a really durable, street-friendly plastic hub guard, but you have no compatibility issues. It also features a shorter 12.75 chainstay, making it really responsive, just like our aftermarket frames. The Arcade features a lot of attention to detail. It's got oval tapered chainstays, which allow it to run a super big tire on the rear. It also features a lot of really unique components designed here in Cologne, Germany, like the Salt Comp Stem, the Salt Plus Burn Tire, the Salt Plus Stealth Pedal. It's just a great bike, ready to roll. A lot of attention to detail, a lot of quality. It's the perfect mid-tier bike. Every year when we design a new bike line, we're really looking at small ways that we can just make the bike better. A big thing for us a couple of years ago was the rims. The Arcade features a single wall rim, but it's our own Salt Vallon rim. A real cool feature about this rim is it's actually stronger than some double wall rims because of the construction, the rim profile, and the oversized pins. So whilst you're going through the spec, yes, the Arcade does have a single wall rim, but these single wall rims are insanely strong. We actually have some test riders that are still running these after 1.5 to 2 years. The Arcade is available in matte black and in this amazing candy red. A bike which had a huge upgrade this year is the Justice. The Justice is our mid-tier street-focused complete bike. You'll see a huge amount of brand new Wethepeople aftermarket components on here. So you've got the new Activate tire, which features a 2.35 width and a special sidewall design which actually goes up into the tread, which makes it super grind friendly. We've also got the brand new Paragon plastic guard sprocket on there, which just enables you to do crooks, crank arms. If you hit the sprocket on a grind, you're just gonna slide. A few more really cool aftermarket products here is the new Perfect Grip, which is a new aftermarket grip on Wethepeople with a special compound rib profile and actually a special taper, just making it feel super perfect in your hands when you're out riding. The Justice features full street geometry. So you've got a super short 22mm offset fork. It's got, again, that super short 12.75 chainstay, a 9-inch standover, a 9-inch handlebar, a 75.5 head tube angle, shorter 165mm cranks. It does feel exactly like the same bikes for guys on the pro team are riding. The Justice features fully sealed bearings. It features a Salt Vallon single wall rim on the front and a Salt Plus Summit rim on the rear. It also features Wethepeople Logic pedals and an Eclat BIOS pivotal seat. This is one super great feeling bike, ready to roll, ready for the streets, ready for anything. Those of you with a bit of attention to detail will notice that this ghost grey colour is the same colour Felix Prangelberg was running on his signature Pathfinder frame last year. The Justice is also available in the same taxi cab yellow that Felix also rode. So if you're hyped on the bike Felix was riding last year, you can ride a bike exactly the same color. This is the Reason. The Reason is a fully spec'd street complete bike. This year it's more progressive than it's ever been. The Reason features a full chromoly frame, fork and bar, fully sealed bearings throughout. You'll notice a lot of differences to our other bikes on this one. It's got a full chromoly 4-piece bar on there. It's got a lot of Wethepeople aftermarket parts like the Activate tyre, the Paragon guard sprocket and the Logic pedal. The Reason features 4 plastic hub guards and a set of pegs, so you really can build this thing up and take it straight to the rails into the streets. It features our Salt Pro free coaster hub, which features the same internals as our Wethepeople Helix hub that the team use. It really is exactly everything that you could need. The geometry is really progressive on this one. It's got super short 160mm cranks and an incredibly steep 15mm offset fork. A lot of the Pro team are now riding 15mm offset forks now to give them a bit more pop, easier to get in the nose manuals, and we decided that it was good enough for the Pro team. It would be great to carry that through onto a complete bike. The Reason features a 20.75 top tube and is available in matte blue and this matte black option. This year we decided to mix it up a bit and create something a little bit more eye-catching, a little bit different. So you'll notice it's a full matte black bike, but has satin oil slick, sprocket and crank combo. Really looks something special. It's a matte oil slick and it works really well with a plastic guard sprocket on there. The Reason really is the perfect street bike. It's got everything you could need to send it down rails, ledges, free coaster, technical lines, full chromoly frame, fork and bar, sealed hubs, technical geometry, aftermarket products, everything you could need to wage war on the streets. This is the Crisis. The Crisis is our mid-level all-around do-it-all bike. This bike really is designed for streets, park, dirt, whatever. The Crisis has a full chromoly frame, fork and bar. You'll see a lot of the features or details that you'll find on our aftermarket frames. So it's got a taller 127mm head tube. It features the same InvestCast wishbone as our Revolver frame, and as well as the same InvestCast seat clamp we use on the Battleship. This bike really is dialed. It's the bike for everyone. So we offer it in 20.5 and a longer 21-inch top tube. One of the main changes for this year is the front load stem. A lot of the guys on the team have actually switched back to a front load in recent years, so we decided to use the same Logic front load stem that Felix and Jordan ride, and we matched that up with a taller 9.7-inch rise bar, which gives you the same feel as the previous year, just with a more clean, classic front load aesthetic. You'll notice the bike features a 13.2 chainstay and a 26mm offset fork and slightly more aggressive Wethepeople overbite tyres. This just makes it perfect for everything: cruising, mini ramps, trails. If you're someone looking to get back into BMX or just to start in it and you need a really dialed bike that's got everything you could need, removable brake mounts, the Crisis really is the perfect bike for you. The Crisis is available in matte black and this really rad looking metallic midnight green. Next bike in the line is the Versus. The Versus is a full skate park transition style machine. This bike borrows a lot of geometry and features from our Message aftermarket line and also features a ton of aftermarket components from Eclat. Being a technical skate park focused bike, the Versus features a lower standover, a shorter back end and steep technical skate park geometry. The main concept with this bike was to emulate the same bikes that a lot of pro park riders are riding these days. Because of that, the bike features a Eclat Unify combo seat, a bushing driven Salt Plus Geo rotor, a dual cable setup, and also our Wethepeople index stem, which allows you to ride a front load stem, but with a lot more rise comparable to a top load stem. All across the bike, you'll find subtle features to really make this bike as special as possible. We have the Eclat lightweight Mirage tires, the Eclat contra pedals with the metal pins for more grip, and just small features here and there which really make this thing a dialed park machine. The Versus has a full chromoly frame, fully sealed, double wall rims front and rear, a sealed Salt Plus rotor, Wethepeople Manta grips. To really help the Versus stand out, it's backed up with a really crazy holographic silver finish, and also features the super lightweight alloy Wethepeople aftermarket Message pegs, allowing this thing to shave a few grams compared to your average complete bike. This is the Trust. The Trust is a progression of the Reason, so this is a mid to top tier street focused complete bike. The Trust really is packed full of as many aftermarket parts and components and features that you could really expect for a bike like this. The frame is full chromoly and even features invest cast dropouts with chain tensioners. The fork features a 26mm offset. At first glance, the Trust really does look like an aftermarket pro level build. It has an aftermarket Eclat trip-in wheel set with the super wide Eclat trip-in rims and the Cortex hubs. It's got a Wethepeople Hydra stem, a Wethepeople Paragon plastic guard sprocket. It even features the new Wethepeople Activate tyres and the new Eclat centric pedal. The Trust is available in a 21-inch top tube and comes in matte black and also in matte raw. The matte black version looks pretty stealthy with a chrome bar and polished stem, and you'll even notice on the Activate tyre it's got a special red stripe going through the middle to just give it that extra accent and extra flair. The Trust comes out of the box complete with hub guards and the new Salt AM plastic pegs, which are actually 4.5 inches long. So you could just take this thing from a shop out of the box and just go grind rails, ledges, anything. So an upgrade to the Trust is the Trust FC. Normally we simply take the Trust and add a free coaster to it, but this year the Trust FC features a whole upgrade in a lot of other areas, making it a completely different bike. Much like the Trust FC is available in the same colorways. It's available in matte black and also matte raw with the sandblasted purple rims and graphics. One of the main things you'll see on the Trust FC is this brand new Everlast style 4-piece bar, which is a throwback to our first ever 4-piece bar, the Everlast bar, almost 20 years ago. It's a nice mid-school throwback and a bit of a tribute to our roots, and really helps the Trust FC stand out as a completely different kind of bike, unlike anything else on the shop floor, in the skate park or out in the streets. Taking the Trust as a base, we've now shortened the rear end on the Trust FC. It's got a 12.75 chainstay, 160mm cranks and a super short 15mm offset fork. We've also added Dan Crook's signature gooseneck stem, which gives it a shorter reach and taller rise. We've also got the Wethepeople Helix hubs front and rear on there. This bike really is a huge upgrade. The frame is comparable to our aftermarket frames, and it really is a solid street machine ready to ride as soon as you are. Throwing in the Wethepeople Activate tyres, the Eclat centric pedal, and subtle minor upgrades here and there, this really is one of the best street bikes on the market. We now make our way to the Battleship. The Battleship really is a bike that has stood out over the past few years as the most stacked street complete bike out of a box. The Battleship is 100% aftermarket parts. It's an aftermarket Battleship frame with a lifetime guarantee. It's the aftermarket Battleship fork. It is absolutely the finest parts from Wethepeople and Eclat put together into one street slaying machine. Main upgrades for the Battleship this year are the new Battleship fork. So it's now a 15mm offset fork, super steep, what Jordan and Felix are riding. It's backed by a full lifetime guarantee. It's got the brand new Eclat Strangler bars, which have now got revised geometry, making the box a little bit bigger at the bottom and a bit taller at the top. It also features our new Eclat BIOS seat with super grippy rubber panels that a few other bikes like the Trust also use. It's got shorter 160mm length cranks, again what a lot of the pro team are riding. The Eclat centric pedal, which features a wider platform that's built closer to the crank arm, allowing you to have more foot positioning and just your foot to sit on the crank arm a bit easier. The Battleship also features a ton of the best components from Eclat. So you've got the legendary bomb-proof Bondi rim, the Elevate guard sprocket, and the Domain top-load stem. Like many other Wethepeople complete bikes this year, you'll find our new Vex K rubber on the grips. So the Shogun grip on the Battleship uses the Vex K rubber. It's a softer, more durable, longer lasting rubber and just helps make that bike really feel perfect from day one. Rounding the Battleship off, you'll also find the Eclat Venom pegs in 4.8, 4 plastic hub guards, Wethepeople Helix hubs, and on this raw version, which is left side drive, you'll also find a red and a blue tire on there. Just something a little bit different and just helps create a real talking point bike that's going to stand out from the crowd. While many people look at a complete bike as an option for a beginner, we really believe in creating a bike made for everyone, and the Battleship really is a bike that could be ridden by any of our pro or team riders. The frame itself is an exact aftermarket Battleship frame and features the hydroformed tubing and all the other great features which have made this frame so strong. I mean, this is a complete bike with a full lifetime guarantee on the frame and fork. That's not something that really many people are offering these days. So if you're an older rider looking to get back into BMX, or you're just a rider wanting a complete pro Wethepeople Eclat package, the Battleship is the bike for you. It simply is the ultimate street bike out there. There's nothing else that even comes close. Much like the Battleship, the Revolver is a full pro-level aftermarket build. This really is a custom bike already built for you. So you just need to take it, set everything up, and you're good to ride. The Revolver is based around the setup for a classic rider. So it's a 21-inch top tube, 13.4 rear end, 28 tooth sprocket, slim seat. It's even got steel pegs and hub guards. So really is for the kind of all-around trails, ramp, cement, purist kind of rider. The Revolver features the Revolver aftermarket frame and a Eclat Storm fork with a lifetime guarantee, a full range of Wethepeople and Eclat aftermarket parts, including the brand new Eclat Abyss sprocket, an Eclat Metro stem, Eclat Dura chromoly pegs with chromoly hub guards for the pulse hub, Wethepeople overbite tires, and many other aftermarket parts. What's cool about this bike is the attention to detail. We really tried to replicate a bike that is as close to a custom build as possible. The bike features a taller head tube, which is 127 millimeters tall, but we also went and cut down the steerer tube, giving you a really flush, customized look. If you're the kind of rider looking for the bike for everything, if you're looking to get back into BMX, or you just want a bike already made for you that's made for everything, the Revolver is the perfect choice for you. Like any Wethepeople bike, we really believe in building something that's special, unique, and just has its own character. We don't want to build a bike that blends in and just looks like anything else. We want to design a bike that really does capture the imagination and allows you to feel like you've got something truly special. The Revolver is a key example of this. One thing we really wanted to do on the Revolver this year is have a really special paint finish unlike anything else. This is what we're calling matte skipper green, which is kind of a blue-green turquoise with a really nice grain and texture to it. It's kind of a tie-dye finish, which looks really intricate and detailed up close, but a lot more chilled and not too leery when you step away from the bike. The Revolver also features a full lifetime guarantee on the frame and the fork. The crescendo of the 2021 BMX line from Wethepeople is, as always, the Envy. This is a concept bike. This is more than just the best BMX bike on the market. This is literally the best BMX bike we can build. Everything on this bike is the very best parts from Wethepeople or Eclat. Every part has been hand-picked, hand-selected, and got years of development going into it. Starting off with the frame, it is the Envy frame. It is actually the lightest frame we offer. What we wanted to do with the frame was design a frame that was able to withhold the rigors and the stress of modern day riding, but was just a little bit lower in weight. And we were able to achieve that and still give it a lifetime guarantee just by slimming down the tubing, shedding the weight in non-critical areas, but keeping the weight and the strength in the areas where we really needed it. You'll find everything is a little bit slimmer, a little bit sleeker, more tapered. We've still got hydroform tubing on there. That really is the lightest, fully lifetime guaranteed frame on the market. Moving from the frame, the Envy has the Storm Fork XLT from Eclat, the lightest, strongest fork on the market. You'll also find an oversized bar and stem from Eclat. For wheels, no cost has been spared. You've got the super lightweight Eclat E440 rim, laced to the Eclat seismic hub with the patented TCS internals. This is a new style of cassette hub with 2 ratcheted discs. This is a system we designed over the past few years that basically creates the strongest, most durable style of engagement possible on a cassette hub. The rims are covered by the Eclat Mirage tire. Speak to anyone and you'll know these are some of the best rubber in the game. The Mirage tire is fast, it's light, it grips like hell, and it was the perfect tire to have on the Envy. A real talking point for the Envy this year, and an eye-catching part for sure, is the new Eclat BIOS seat. This new colorway is something very special, very different. It's definitely inspired more from the road MTB sector. We just wanted to create something different with function as well as form. So this seat features multiple textiles on there. We've got like a super durable nylon on the top, but we also have these knurled textured patches which are actually microwaved on, which help give you more grip without compromising any durability or aesthetics with ugly stitching or seams. The MV also features the legendary Eclat Tibia crank, our brand new Eclat centric pedal, and the Eclat Shogun grips with the Vex K superior material. Everywhere through this bike, you'll just find the creme de la creme, the best parts we can do. When it came to colorways, we actually wanted to do something a little bit more classic this year, so you'll find this smoke chrome on the MV, which really helps balance it out as a classic yet incredibly modern bike. Given that the MV really is meant to be the ultimate bike, we wanted to offer it in a few different options. The MV is available in 20.5 and a 21-inch top tube, making it perfect for the older, more experienced rider, and also a younger rider just wanting the best bike that you can possibly build. We also offer it this year in a left side drive and a right side drive version, allowing you to ride the perfect bike for you. The MV is always a way for us to showcase where BMX design is going, and we really feel like we've created something incredibly special this year. If you see anybody riding an MV, you know that they really take BMX seriously. This really is a beautiful machine that we've built here. We are hyped whenever we see these out in the wild. And the MV is actually a bike that's becoming more popular every year and year, since it just saves you the hassle of having to build a custom bike from scratch. We're really stoked on the MV this year, as with all our 20-inch BMX bikes, and we cannot wait to see people out riding and shredding them. A real special bike for us, and a bike that's been in the lineup for a couple of years now but keeps gaining and gaining in popularity, is the Audio. The Audio is our 22-inch BMX bike. It's the same concept as a regular BMX bike, but with larger wheels. When we started the Audio about 2 years ago and brought it out, the 22-inch scene really was majority trail riders. But with the Audio, we wanted to show that this 22-inch wheel worked perfectly for street riding and park riding as well. So the Audio features an aftermarket quality frame, which we offer separately. It's got our own 22-inch overbite tire and Logic rim, and a full parts package from Wethepeople Salt and Salt Plus. A 22-inch wheel is larger in diameter, so it rolls faster and feels better over jumps, large obstacles. It's perfect for a taller rider or an older rider, someone wanting that classic BMX feel, but with that larger wheel advantage. You'll find a ton of our own Wethepeople parts on there. We've got the Logic sprocket and the Logic stem. You've got the Salt Plus EX grips, Eclat slash pedals, and our own aftermarket Wethepeople 22-inch overbite tire and Logic welded rim. The great thing about the Audio is that it lets you upgrade the bike over time. The frame is a full aftermarket frame with a full lifetime guarantee. It features fully sealed bearings throughout, sealed wheels, but if you're looking to experiment with a 22-inch bike but you don't want to build a whole custom build, you can simply purchase the Audio and get more parts over time, allowing you to ease into the transition of a larger wheel. We fully support the 22-inch wheel movement. We think it's great. It allows a whole new sector of riders to really enjoy riding BMX. And yeah, this year's is the best it's ever been. The Audio is available now in a 21.9-inch top tube and comes in this really rad looking matte aqua red finish, which is kind of a camo tie-dye inspired paint finish that you will have found on the Revolver frame last year. The Audio is completely brake compatible, but you can also ride it with pegs as a full street setup if that's your thing as well. Capping off the 2021 Wethepeople line is the Avenger. This bike has been on a journey. It started off as a 24-inch BMX cruiser about 10 years ago and has evolved to its current stage, where it's a 27.5-inch mid-school inspired clunker with some new school flavor. Really, it's a cruiser designed for a little bit of everything, but also with a little bit more serious off-road riding in mind. It features Shimano hydraulic disc brakes, WTB Ranger tires. It really is a mixture of all things. It's a bike designed for everything, whether you're cruising to the shops, fancy a ride off-road of a weekend, or just want to have some fun at the skate park. It's a complete big wheel machine designed for everything. This bike gained a huge amount of popularity last year when it took its current form, and we're hyped to bring it out again for 2021 with a slight color change. If you're looking for a serious off-road machine designed to handle it all with some classic BMX flavor, then the Avenger is the bike for you. That's our 2021 line of complete bikes, which are all available now at Wethepeople dealers worldwide. For more information on these bikes and all of our Wethepeople products, please go to wethepeoplebmx.de.